Hi, welcome to What If. What if you can pay off your debt? What if you can become debt free? Well, let's see. Let's make it simple. You can do that. And the thing is, we're going to do a plan for it right now. Hi, welcome to What If. My name is Lachelle Tucker, and I am here to show you how to make a simple plan, schedule, as I call it, on how to become debt free. Now, my last video, I talked about how you can get rid of those credit card debts, okay? Or at least bring them down where you can manage them and you be in control. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can become debt free. There's a lot of gurus and people on different avenues telling you the same thing, and the steps I'm taking you through are old. All you have to do, listen, learn, and do. All you have to do, listen, learn, and do. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to do you like I do some of my clients. Actually, all my clients. We're going to set out a plan. Okay? And it's going to be simple. First thing you're going to do, get your, if you already seen my videos, you already know, pencil, paper, and calculator. That's what you need. The three materials that you need. Pencil, paper, and calculator. The other things you'll need is to listen and work. You have to listen to what to do, and you have to work that system, okay? Now, we're going to start with your income. We're making up this now, okay? So let's see. Your income. You might can't see the board because of the way I got things set up. However, zoom in, okay? Income. It's going to be your work. Now, how much you make per month? All this is monthly, okay? Let's say that you make $15 an hour. Let's say that your income bring home is, well, I'm not taking out the taxes and the insurance and all that other stuff because this is just an example. Let's just go with the $2,400 a month. Okay? Now, let's say you got a side hustle, okay? Now, on your side hustle, we're going to say that you bring home $800 a month. Oh, yeah, we're going to hustle. Everybody don't have a side hustle. Everybody not going to get a side hustle. We're not going to even try to promote a side hustle. I'm not telling anybody to go get a second job. That's time that you might need with your family and other things. That's time you could be using to get on some of these videos, making your own income streaming or however they do it. There's time that you could be doing other things such as praying and meditating. There's a lot of things you could be doing with that time. So, but for those who have a side hustle, here you go. $2,400 from your work, $800 from your side hustle. The total amount that you bring home now, bring home. We're going layman here, layman terms. What you bring home is $3,200 a month. First thing you do, when you bring home that money, and it goes into your bank accounts, first thing you do is, first thing I'll do anyway, is I turn to God, I pray, and I listen to how he want me to do this, because I'm a giver, and I promote, that I do promote giving. I give back to God, not to receive, I give back to God to let him know that I am serious about knowing that he's the one who provided it. He gave me a portion. He gave me the ability and a portion. And I'm giving back an ability and a portion to somebody else. Okay? New King James Version, Proverbs 21:5 says, the plans of the diligent lead surely to plenty, plans for plenty. But those of everyone who is hasty, surely to poverty. You don't see no plans for poverty right there, do you? No, you don't. Okay, so there's plenty, poverty, and Proverbs. Okay, I like them P's. And don't forget the planning, because that's what we're doing. We are planning. This is going to be scheduled out. Okay? Now, let's do your bills. We're going to take a few bills. I have a book layout and a book, workbook rather, coming out that I'm still working on. But these are the things that I've been using with my clients and for those who I've ministered to. Okay? Clients pay, ministry don't. It's just that simple. Okay? And you ask why? Well, let's see. God has provided for us to be prosperous. That's His plan for us to grow. Everything that you have right now, you grow up from that. It's just that simple. Whether it's your money, whether it's your thoughts, whether it's your education, wherever you are right now, He plans for you to grow from there. Don't let nobody sidetrack you until you don't do that. Money is in the Bible. Gold, finance, wealth, all these things are in the Bible. Listen to God. All right? Now, let's get back to your bills. Let me see if you can see. I don't know if you can see that right there. That might be a little bit too light. So we're going to leave the orange alone. It's bad enough you got to zoom in. Okay? I'm getting off of screen sometimes because I need you to look at some of the board. I don't want to use red. But your bills are red. So let's do that. Alright, so let's look at your bills. Come on, red. Let's see what you can do. Okay, let's look at that. I don't think I like this either. Let's take them bills into blue. I should have practiced this before I started. I did. Anyway, here we go. Your bills. Write the name of your bills. Let's say, let's get us some bills here. And you say, well, don't you have some bills you can think of on top of your head? Of course I do. I am debt free, except for what they call good debt. They call it good debt. I don't call it good debt. I call it debt. But it's business debt. Okay? So right now we're on the personal level. We're not on the business level. We're not talking about investing. And we're not talking about how to get debt free from your business. We're talking about from your personal side. Okay. Let's see here. First thing, tithes. You said, why would you put that under a bill? Hey, I'm going to put it on my category because I'm going to pay it. You can put it whatever you want to put it under. But I'm putting it under bills because I'm going to pay it. Then let's put medical. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's put house note. Let's put rent. Okay, let's go with the rent. You can use house note if you want to. And let's see. Pull this camera around a little bit this way. All right, now let's go with, let's see what else come on. Utilities. And then, of course, let's go with credit cards. CC1, CC2, CC3. Oh, a car note. Car. Look here, we're going to do just a few of these. I got about 15 things listed on here for my clients. And yes, they do go down to 15 or more. Then they find out, wow, I wasn't bad off as I thought. Let's get rid of the fear. Let's get rid of the fear. Let's get rid of the anxiety. And let's get rid of the panic. And let's get real. Okay? You don't have to be afraid to pay your cards off. You don't have to be afraid of this. All you have to do is control this. Okay? And that's why you're here now. Tithes. Let's say you put in $100. Rent. Let's say you put in $1,000. Utilities. Let's say $300. Credit card. Let me see how much you're gonna put on the credit card. Now, let's talk about this. As far as these credit cards go, you have a total amount and you have a minimum amount, okay? And what we're looking for right now is your minimum amount, which we call your monthly amount, okay? It's gonna be your minimum amount. All right, credit card for your minimum amount is going to be $100, $75, and $50. Now at the bottom, you got a car note. Most of you have car notes over $500, $600, $700. With a couple more $100, that's your rent. Come on, y'all. Come on. Anyway, so let's say $500. We're gonna go low. $500. $530. What do you think? $530. All right, let's do $550. By the way, if you want to know more about how what God says about the Bible and prosperity and all that, one of my gurus is Myron Golden. I mean, number one top notch for me. And I didn't even search him out. God kept showing him to me when I was searching for things on YouTube. God kept showing them to me. And I said, okay, God, I'm going to look. When I looked, I was overwhelmed. I've been watching him now for about 3 years, maybe 3 years now. I should know him by heart, but I don't, because he has so much to say and teach you. But anyway, let's go back to the simple way of being debt-free. Here we go. All right, add this up, y'all. Let me get on this side. Let's add these totals up so we can start working. All right, get your calculators out. And yes, we do this in my counseling. We do this. Okay, my first one is 100. No, they're not in order by amount. 1,000. I can do this better on my spreadsheet, so we're going to just do it like this. 100. 1,000. 300. 100. If I miss something, I just miss it. 75. But you better go back and check yours, because these numbers are real. 50. And if you don't get these numbers right, it can mess you up. And 550. If you can't do it on your own, I will be having classes, and I will be personally helping people go through their bills so they can see how to adjust their actual bill. These are just examples that some of you can just use and become debt-free within a couple of years. But some of you might need a little help, because I didn't put on here your interest rate. I didn't even put on here the date they were due. And both of those are important, okay? Your interest rate is important, because if you miss one, you might pay down on one of these bills, but you missed another one, so that amount come back almost the same as if you didn't pay it off nothing, even though that bill is gone. It's almost as if you didn't pay off nothing, because you missed that one. You got to watch those interest rates, okay? But I do snowball myself, When they do the interest rate, they call that the avalanche effect. I go to snowball effect. And once again, these are things that your greats have been doing. And we got away from it. And that's why we are all in debt. Okay? So, the total amount we have is $21.75. Let's put your total up here. $21. Wrong place. $21.75. That's a total of what you be paying each month. $21.75 is what you're paying each month. Example, okay? But the one thing, if you don't get nothing else, the one thing you do have is the knowledge of what your numbers actually look like. These are your numbers. When you write them down, that is. Those are your numbers. Okay. You bring home $3,200 per month. You pay $21.75 a month. Now, we're gonna be real. You don't see gas up there. You don't see groceries up there, okay? All right? Put those on your bills. Make sure you include those. You can watch my last video and it'll tell you how to guesstimate and manipulate so that you can try to figure out how much you will be paying each month on the gas and the groceries, and stick by that schedule. Stick by that plan, okay? Now, here we go. We got $3,200 here. Subtracting your $21.75. What we got? What we got? Ooh, that ain't bad. That leave you with $1,000. $10.25. Some people, you know, good and well, you're not getting that much back. You don't have that much left over. Okay? According to the example, it's $10.75. Most likely, you will not be having that much left over. Okay? Or you probably won't need my help. Oh, no, I take that back because I have found some of my students, believe it or not, have had numbers close to this. Thought they was upside down. I wrote it out for them. Just simply wrote it out. Sitting in the library, sitting at the coffee shops, whatever. Wrote it out and showed them. Hey, you have this much left over each month. Did you know that? They said no, they didn't. They didn't realize they had that much left over. They knew sometimes they had stuff left over, but they didn't know how much. Okay? Because they were just paying and going, and then they thought, I couldn't pay this much, so I'm going to pay a little on this. No. You got that much left over? You can allocate that to a payoff bill. Okay? Now, a couple of these bills are what I call payoff and non-payoffs. Non-payoff, tithing. That's an automatic. Okay? Rent, non-payoff. But for your mortgage, when you have a house, that's a payoff. Utilities, non-payoff. Okay? So now that you see the non-payoffs, you don't worry about those. Your goal now is to do the payoffs. When you do the payoffs, you'll start rolling. We're going to start rolling on these payoffs. Let's get the total of your payoff. Credit cards, car note, house note, payoffs. No need in putting that house note on here right now if you have these, because your house note is a big one. Your house is a big one. And we're going to grow to that. So right now, let's start on these little steps right here first, and then we'll grow to the big ones, okay? You say, oh, my car's a big one. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't do that. Don't make that card big one. Here we go. All right, let's erase this off the spreadsheet. And let's go with, you got $10.75 left per se. $10.75. That's what you got left each month, okay? Now, let's add up. You got 3 credit cards in the car. I put 1 car, okay? 3 credit cards. 3 credit cards on 1 car. Here we go. How much are your credit cards? 100. And this is your minimum amount that you pay each month. Okay? Let's see here. I get you better than that. Let's do this. Take that off. Put this out here. 75. Let's put this here. 50 and 550. I really don't want to do a car right now, but it's okay. 550. Okay? So the total of your payoffs are 775. Let's get that off of there. Subtract that 775. You notice I'm just rolling out numbers. Your concentration is none but numbers. Don't be afraid of numbers. You can write numbers all day long. They're not going to hurt you. The people that's holding those numbers are the ones who are trying to hurt you. Okay? What you're going to do is take their hold off. Erase those numbers. They don't have nothing to hold on you. Okay? Now, here we go. We're going to subtract them numbers and erase these numbers so the hold is gone. All right? So let's go. 775. Let's move this here for a minute. The 775 will leave you with, how many y'all said? 300. 300, all right. That $300 you got left at the end of each month. You're like, oh, I didn't know I had some money left over in each month. Remember now, this is an example. Your gas and your groceries are not on this board. I'm going to show you how to do it if it's in the negative. That'll be next. But right now, you just found out you're in the positive. That's a good thing. Let's get to working on this, okay? So you got $300 left each month. And, of course, you want to do a little something or have something left over where you can just have miscellaneous, okay? All right? A lot of people tell you to save up your money for your emergency fund. You have credit cards? I said right now, pay these babies off and hold those for your emergency fund. Okay? Because once you pay those off now, okay, you'll have money on them cards for emergencies. Or you may. I'm going to say you may. However, if you don't want to rely on the credit cards, don't. But I still said pay them babies off. Then whatever money you have left over, bank it. Bank it. But get this debt out your way, okay? Some people say emergency fund first. I said credit cards first because I use credit cards for my emergencies. I'm being honest with you. Hey, I ain't got that kind of money. I don't flow like that. And I actually don't try to. Be honest with you, I'm not trying to be rich. That's not my goal. My goal is to be flat out okay. Situated, something come up, I can handle it, I'm all right. Some go with my family, I can handle it, I'm all right. I'm going to go to a vacation, I can handle it, I'm all right. But as far as trying to be rich, there's other people out there who will try to tell you how to do that. All I'm trying to tell you how to do is become debt free. That's it. All right? Now, $300. You got $300 left. Your minimum for your credit cards is on this side. But let's look at your total now. Yes, that's right. Let's look at the totals. Let's make up a total for credit card 1. Your total will be, let's take this circle off. Okay? Your total will be, let's say this credit card here is $2,000. Let's say this credit card here is $7,000. I know. The numbers don't match up. I know. You got less payment right here than you do for this one. Who cares? Okay? We're looking at numbers. Be sensible when you don't use your credit card. Okay? Okay. Credit card 3. Let's say your payoff right here is $500. Your total, rather. Yeah. Your payoff is your total. And then you have the car. Let's say the car is $20,000. Oh, believe me, I know. $20,000. We're going once, going twice. That's it. All right. I don't like the way that lines up. All right, but who cares? Your total altogether will be, let's see how much your total is. I need to sit on this side, though. Let's work it. Okay. All right. 2,000. 7,000. 500. 20,000. Man, that's gonna take some years to pay off that 20,000. I'm thinking about not dealing with that 20,000, but we are. See, that's what happens. When you get into these numbers, you start doing a lot of extra thinking. Let it go. Go with the flow. You already got it lined up. Keep it going, okay? Keep it going. Your total amount is $29,500. You're trying to pay out $29,000 and $500. That ain't bad at all. You think it sound bad? No, it don't sound bad at all. Let's do this. Let's see here. We're gonna put that $29,500. Where we gonna put it? Let's put it. Let me see where we're going to camera. Oh, okay. We got room right here. Now let's work. Believe it or not, we already did a lot. We already did a lot of work already. Let's finish it out. Your payoff is $29,500. They have payoff calculators. Payoff calculators. Look it up. Learn how to use it. Learn how to use it for your car. Learn how to use it for your house. Learn how to use it, okay? And use it. But right now, all you need with me, pencil, paper, and what else? Calculator. Let's work. All right, so you got $300 extra a month. But let's say you're going to take $100, you're going to put it to the side because, hey, you know, you like doing a little something each month. You ain't got to do a whole lot. It look good. Sometimes look back and say, oh, I got $100 in the bank. And don't touch it. It looks good. Don't touch it. If you did that and didn't touch it for the end of the year, starting with January, how much is that? $1,200? All right, do your thing. Okay, so let's say out of your $300, you're going to take $200 and you're going to work with that. $200. Your first payoff is going to be what? Your first payoff is going to be the lowest amount that you have. That's what you're going to start with, which is credit card number 3. And it's $500. You're like, oh, I might sacrifice that and pay that whole $500. Don't do that. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Because next month, I have to try to recalculate everything up, recalculate, schedule everything all over again, because I just probably missed something that came up, and I didn't realize it was coming up, and now I'm messed up. So let's don't do that, okay? Let's go ahead and pay extra on your $500. You take the $200 off. Let's say, okay. Let's put your $29,500 over here. The booklets that I'm going to have, that I'm working on, they'll be a lot better laid out. It'll be a layout plan where you can do your actual layout, and if you can see all your numbers all together. And then the workbook is going to be the same way. It's going to be a layout plan, but it's going to be the workbook. Layout plan has examples and explanations and your Bible verses, of course. And then the workbook going to have some of the same, but it's going to have you putting in your numbers. And even if they come out in the negative, we're going to do that too, okay? Now, your payoff is $29,500, and we're trying to get rid of what? Your total, $500. That's $500 on it. All right. Your total, $500. So you're going to put your $500 right here. And the amount you're going to use, I give you better than that. The amount you're going to use is not $300. We're going to use $200. This is your amount for your $29,500 and your $500 right here. Okay? So you subtract your $200 for the first month. For the first month. I ain't talking about January. This can be April. This can be May. This can be September. This can be December. I don't care. Whatever time you see this video, that's when you stop. Okay? Now your bill is not $500. Your bill is $300. And I'm going to tell you a little trick to that. Your goal is paying $200 extra a month on this bill. Okay? But you don't have to wait till the month. And you don't have to do just $200. You can do $210. You can do $10. You can do $20. Okay? You can do $50. You ain't got to do the whole $200. If you get some extra money from selling something on your hustle or something else, okay, you go back and you say, after you do your $300. Let me see. I'm going to go online, put $10 in there. And your bill now is not $300. Your bill is $290. Why I use the calculator? Because you're going to go on down from there. And the way I look at it, I say, ooh, what number can I get rid of? First, I got rid of that number 5. That 5 is gone. Now, I got rid of that number 3. That number's gone. Now, I'm on number 2. For $290, I'm on number 2. Okay? How can I get rid of that $290? Let's look at that 90. How can I get rid of that 90? I don't have the extra. I got my $100, but somehow I had a birthday and people gave me money for my birthday. Or somebody knew I was trying to do this snowball thing and they said they're going to help me out. So they gave me $25. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's do your minus 25. I put that on the wrong line. Let's do this. You should know how to minus that because you know that's 7. But okay, who cares? No, 6. 265. 2, 6, 5. I'm still in the 2s. I'm still in the 2s, y'all. I gotta get rid of that 2. I'm starting now. I'm on the road. I gotta get rid of this 2. All right? But first I gotta get rid of that 6. I ain't got no problem getting rid of that 5. If you give me $5, that's gone. Okay? So what's my next thing? Let's bring this up here. Okay, that says 265. What's my next thing? What can I do to get rid of that 265? And you go from there. If you can get another $10, another $20, let's go with $30. Okay, let's put it on thing so that people like, oh, you didn't put that on the whatever. 265 minus 30 equals 235. Okay. Now, that's the starting. All this is starting. These are not your final results. You're nowhere near it. Your goal, here's your goal. Your goal is to get rid of credit card, credit card, credit card, car. Okay? Don't forget, car. Now, to do that, you're going to have to work this schedule, keep this plan, don't give up. It's going to be hard to do. But just as I got excited when I started looking at my numbers, I'm like, oh, what number can I hit? Hit that number, okay? If a kid come into the house and say, Mom, Dad, I just saw lemonade. I want to contribute to the house bill. I made $12. Say, oh, all right. Bring them in. Show them the schedule. Let them see how you wrote it out. At the same time, you might can put it on the spreadsheet and show them how to use it. Put it on the board. They love writing on the board, believe me. Put it on the board and let them start doing the numbers. Teach these kids things about numbers so they won't be afraid. When they go into the math class, they're so familiar with numbers, they're not afraid of the numbers, okay? They're taught to be afraid of the numbers. They're taught that if they don't know the numbers already, that they're stupid or ignorant. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not true. All thing they're really being taught is that they're obedient to listening, and they're listening to the lie, which is propaganda, so that they won't know the numbers. The more you know your numbers, the more out of control those other companies have over you. They don't have control over something they can't hold on to. You got the numbers and they don't, they can't hold you down, okay? Now, get busy with your numbers. Get busy learning what God says about giving and wealth. Yes, and wealth. And get busy living, okay? That's all I have for you all right now. I love talking to you all, and I love doing this. I'm not as good as some of the others, but my thing is I want to make it simple. Get your pencil, pen, and calculator. I'm sorry, your pencil, paper, and calculator, and get to work. It's just that simple. That's all you need. That's all you need. Then you listen and you work. I'll be letting y'all know when those books are coming out, so that if y'all want them, y'all can get them. I'll tell you all the information after I get it together. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. All right. Bye-bye.